my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Jets at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
On first down, right back to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Straight ahead is Hall. And now moving a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Hall again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. After the sack on first down, Herbert. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. But one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brent.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's complete. It's Elijah Moore. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, 34 yards. And the Jets are back within a couple of the lead. Wilson going to throw for it. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Derwin James with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Herbert on first down now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. It's Williams on the catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Herbert throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios is going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Wilson. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Hall on a give up the middle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 20, 10, 5. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing.
Touchdown. Drew Sample, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Wilson able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. They'll try and throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack, Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second down, a run with Hall. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. 61.
A handoff for Hall. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hall again on 2nd down. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a give to Hall. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are, and we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the...
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis from 13 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Wilson going to throw for it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Herbert back to the air. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 3 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. They'll run here with Hall. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Wilson getting right back to it after the pick six. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Carl Lawson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for the Jets. First down.
Here's Hall. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Off play action. Wilson under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Herbert now. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch. And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you. And the scoreboard just lopsided. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they wanted. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statistician.